Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you some wallbang spots on Bind. It's another type of video idea I came up with. If you guys don't already know, join my Discord server in the description below. So yeah, wallbang spots are very useful. If you're not wallbanging right now, there's a good chance you're below a certain rank because after a certain rank, people begin to wallbang like everything, right? So wallbanging is basically just like something you want to do because it's an extra chance to get
My
more
ult's ready.
kills. It's a free chance to get more kills, and if you're not taking that extra chance, then you're kind of missing out. So basically, some wallbang spots here on Bind. There are quite a few. There are quite a few on each map, but I'll show you guys the best ones. So obviously we have showers here. This wall is completely spammable. So one thing you want to do, this is
Here.
a really good spot, mainly just in if the spike's gone down. Say the spike's here or even over there. If you're retaking, one thing you just do is just spam right here, and a lot of people would never really think to do this like at all. But even if you just spam it like head or chest level right here, the person right here is very, very high chance to just die. You can also spam. You can see here after a certain point it's not spammable. That's because of the boxes. But you can spam right here. This is a little harder to definitively kill someone because usually people will play like farther back. But here, if someone's here and you spam this, they're dead. So this is spot number one. Spot number two, I would say this, but we can talk about that in a second. So this is actually not spam. Actually, it is. Okay. It seems like it is in some spots. So this is number two with like an Odin or maybe an Ares even. Yeah. So if you're on eco round, this is actually really good. You can say Sova drone draw me into U-Haul, and then see this whole thing is actually spammable. And I remember dying through here once, and I was like, you can do that? Like, this wall is actually crazy thick. Like, I don't know. I don't know anyone that would really expect that in lower ranks. So that's one thing. And that, spot number two that you can do to wallbang. Number three you can say is right here, I suppose. But this is kind of people don't usually say here unless it's again if you're in post plant and there's like a 1v1. This is something you can just shoot. Hope you get a kill. Also, imagine whenever you're wallbanging, imagine where their head is. Like if you're good at placing your crosshair at head level, if you're not, then practice that. If you are, then just shoot a headshot level. You can practice this by coming up like this, I guess, and seeing where your head kind of matches up. These are also wallbangable. I'm not gonna consider these spots because like these are situational. You don't want to just spam these for fun. But these are spots that can be wallbanged. This is not obviously because they added this on purpose. I don't know if you can go all the way through this with the Phantom. You can't. So maybe with an Ares again. No, probably just through the corners, as you can see. So yeah, beyond that, we can go ahead and go over here to B. So on B, there's actually, again, quite a few spots to wallbang. So the first of which is right here. You'll see a lot of people do this in ranks, just shoot it at the start of the round, just because people often will peek from hookah like this, just like this. So what you can do at the start of the round if you're attacking is just spam like this. You see, after a certain point here, you can't actually, it's kind of weird. Some walls are like very specific, like you can't spam the corner with the Phantom. But if you have an Ares, this is even easier. And then hopefully you'd kill them. But yeah, you just spam. Sometimes you'll end up just double headshotting them, killing them through the wall. And yeah, so. And that's going to lead me to spot. Next spot is actually behind this box here. This is something I always spam when I come into hookah. Because it serves one of two functions. So if you spam this, and well, one of two things that can happen is that you can kill them, and the second thing that can happen is if you don't kill them and there's someone behind this box, they will come out from here. So what I like to do is kind of just spam a little bit and then place my crosshair like this, and then if no one's there, then I'm gonna assume that there's probably no one there, and still check it, of course, because maybe I just hit them for like 149 and they're not dead. Of course, you have TPs you can spam. This is actually not the best thing to spam because what people will do is sit in these corners and it makes it really hard for you to get a good kill on them or a good shot on them. So yeah, this is definitely a good spot to spam. I think we can go ahead and go to long. We're gonna spam from long. So this whole crate is just really good to spam. So mainly if you're retaking or if you know there's someone in crate or plays in crate, this is a really good spam spot. The problem is they won't usually give you that many kills from spamming, so they'll like play different spots. They'll be like backside. You can spam through this as well, like this, but it's kind of risky. This is another spam spot through this wall. Really good to do because people do hide behind there, especially like Killjoy or Cyphers. So another thing that I saw whenever I was doing the Sentinels versus Liquid review is scream spam tenz through this wall right here, because tenz is just crouched behind this. I think looking here maybe, and then scream literally just like 3-tapped him through this with the Vandal. So if you're coming out CT, and because sometimes this can feel like an awkward position, and you don't see anyone, you can just spam this. Maybe spam like this or something. You can spam this whole thing, but it's kind of hard to just guess where they are. But this, they can only be right there, right? Because like, you know, this is right here. So if there's someone in this corner, they have to be right there. So if you spam that, you get a kill. So imagine you feel awkward here, but you spam that, you get a kill, and now you have that little boost of confidence, and then you run out and you can have a higher chance of winning the round. So yeah, I believe that's the majority of the spam spots already. Like I said, there's quite a few, but I don't know. There's other stuff you can spam as well, like this. Let's go. I'm just gonna look up from short, see if I feel like there's anything else. Like I said, this is really good to do, mainly if you have an Ares or an Odin. Usually Ares is gonna be what you're gonna have because people don't always buy the Odin. Oh, this is wallbangable. Oh, that's actually really useful. Okay, so I actually sit in this spot a lot. I don't always tell people about this spot, but this spot's really good. So if you are walking up, you can just spam through this. It's like only on the right side. But for example, if you have an Ares, you can spam this whole wall, and I don't know if it goes. It doesn't look like it goes all the way through here, but anyone right here will be dead if you use an Ares like that. So that's another wallbang spot I just found, or just thought of anyway. You don't have to spam on the right side because if you start shower side, they can't be on the right. And again, this is where we've already talked about. So hopefully this is useful. Again, quite a short video, but this is just to kind of prime your mind, just to imagine like another sort of mechanic that you're gonna want to master to get good at the game, and that's wallbanging. It should just feel very natural to do. You shouldn't really have to put too much thought into it. It's just like basically, look how many bolts you have whenever you buy a Phantom. You have 120. How many of those do you use whenever, by the time the round's over, by the time you die? Probably like a clip or not even 2 clips, right? So if you can imagine that, you're not even using half of your ammo. You might as well just, you know, randomly shoot through some boxes and hope for a kill. And sometimes, like I'm not telling you this because you're gonna get a kill every single time you wallbang someone. But there is a very high chance that you will get like, I don't know, 10% of the wallbangs you do or something like that will get you kills. That's just a random number, but my point is you'll get kills if you wallbang enough for long enough, and you wallbang spots that make sense in certain scenarios, right? If I'm wallbanging this and I know the whole enemy team's at B, or like I know there's like 3 or 4 B, I'm probably not gonna get any kills unless I'm playing against the world's craziest lurker. So yeah, I don't know. If there's any other spots on this map, oh, this is one right here. I actually forgot. There's like this. This is really good for retake because people love to sit here, and sometimes it's hard to find the exact right angle, but definitely this is something you can do. So yeah, I also might be getting someone else to help me with these videos pretty soon, just so it's a little easier to like visualize kind of how, you know, these wallbang spots or whatever the video's about would work. And yeah, like I said, join the Discord, leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys found this useful, and have a good day.